You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my port.
Rookwood Castle.
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it I do wish we had the luxury of time.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle. Sir Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot. They're working together, all right. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a...
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion! You are terribly outmatched. Surely you can see that?
Up there! That's a
Levioso!
Also. Levioso. Also.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
I'll make you wish you were back in rear.
Personal. Flash of inspiration. Look what you've done! You fight for it.
Found.
What are your thoughts on anything?
No more. You'll regret that.
How embarrassing! Potato! Is that the best?
How to finish the job.
Confringo.
Expulso!
Accio!
Wanna look up?
Also, Confringo! Accio!
Expulso! Quite conductive, aren't we? Expulso!
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Expulsion. Hang on. That's proper feeble, that is.
I won't rest.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo! Repulsor!
Is there something to those symbols on the walls? This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No! Things are more dire than I could have imagined.
And sir, they know you were a keeper.
This makes no sense. How did...
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands,
We will simply have to outwit Ranrock. And my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
Revelio.
I would join you.
Revelio. Revelio. What a relief.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isidore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isidora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isidora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isidora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me.
In light of the dire circumstances in...
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second...
Good. Are you ready to move on?
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case,
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trial. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of...
Thank you, Professor.
I am certain that you are more than capable. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare...
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better.
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed, I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald need... If you learn more about Ranrock and...
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from... Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on site? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming?
It does, somewhat.
Fair enough. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name... I also overheard one of them... The poacher spoke of this area. If you ever meet my gran...
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend. I think she worries I'll do something.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is... odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
What was that?
Potato!
Avoiding us.
Confringo!
Ah, the lamb returns.
Levioso!
I never liked vegetables.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Reparo.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. That's a brilliant idea.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him. You'll need to be Confringo. Are you even trying? Cynthia! Come, Confringo! You're embarrassing! Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I see.
Totalis.
You can feed a beast, or it can feed you, if you get my meaning.
Accio. Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Hamura. All right, I have the egg.
Brilliant. Element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Rambo warning dragon attack! It's Totalis.
I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She...
What now?
I don't know. And the poachers saw us, which cannot...
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Revelio. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could...
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because...
How else did he expect Goblin...
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned Not long ago, Ranrock sent... They described repositories that Bragbor...
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted... Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share them. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards want. He is determined to take it for...
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our...
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting, and I'm unable to join you because I cannot. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted...
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
Why did it sneaking about? You'll see. It's even grander than I had expected. Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we? I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Confirm. These machines operate on steam. Interesting. I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
How nice of you to stop by.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Watch your step round here.
Where are those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago.
We're being watched. By a door.
Ranrock is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing.
More than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
One there. Rather unwise coming back this way.
I shall avenge your death.
Can bring them.
Descendo!
Can bring them.
You are
Bring them.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Can bring them.
Revelio. Accio.
Confringo!
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Confringo!
For me? I've been fighting since before you were
Protego! How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet. Accio! Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodcock what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps. Revelio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just... Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with... Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be such...
I fear you are correct.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then...
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the Catacomb, not to mention my own. This is the view.
That's incredible.
And while I was waiting for you...
Do you think there's a connection to the trip?
I've no idea, but...
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol.
After you.
There they are, up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries. You're Pity, not quite. Easily diverted. You can't stop us.
I've been fighting since before you were born. Your spells glance off of me.
You won't get away with that. That was unimpressive. I should have been. You won't get away with that.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I choose?
Why is a grapple you are? I'll bury you in the deepest. Why can't I hit you?
You won't get away.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed. Prey on.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
I will make I won't rest. Dead.
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or anything.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo. Shame you're so foul.
Well, we're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Confringo!
Not sure what I did to deserve that. We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
I won't rest. You're weak, human. This is almost too easy. One less human to worry about. I will make you pay.
We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
One less human to worry about. You will suffer. There you are. Rather unwise coming back this way.
Accio. You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Confringo. Accio.
We can have a look around in peace. Not sure what I did to deserve that.
A rune symbol. Off the cabin door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Confringo.
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio.
What do you have there?
A journal? Sebastian, I think I found something.
Hopefully it will help
a canvas
unravel more
piece.
of this mystery. Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels
Protego.
odd.
Revelio.
If the triptych let us hit,
She seems to have been every...
but if she was using the
And why hide it behind cryptic...
Isadora and Percival.
Rackham? I haven't heard...
Here's are some of the memories I've seen.
This is all rather baffling. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this...
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut...
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all...
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling. They are. I fear we have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial?
It is. I had hope. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but...
I understand. Very well.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I get this? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
I've always said that...
Now here's Professor Fig. The keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lord Gok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see.
And sir, there's something else. Lord Gok knew me.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Rat.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost... I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with...
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office. I don't know the headmaster's house elf.
He is. So you'll need a disguise.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch and the...
I see. But what if...
Leave him to me. I shall
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did?
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've... A student. Very well, sir.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this...
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours. I wonder almost daily why I accept...
What could the headmaster want?
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Ah!
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than... And they're fine now. The fact that it happened...
What nonsense! That you would...
A silly game. You are quite I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted...
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster? Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job Scrope is doing.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
But certainly I remember. It's still stronger together, no?
Master has made Scrope laugh.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah! Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh. But Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
How nice to see you, my
Revelio. Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio! That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
No chance. Come on, Neve. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. They're gone, for now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, but more danger. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance. That's the way forward. It's me. I think I'm invisible. They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power. I've never felt such power.
Revelio.
Bombarder.
Descendo. Bombarder. Defender.
Stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone.
Oh, poor Neve.
Let us always honor her memory.
We won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Only imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But...
Young? I know.
I am.
Pleased to meet you.
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pen.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that he has learned to harness the contents of it as a source.
I see. Nonetheless, I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was in...
She was. And she pulled emotions as...
monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in...
the repositories?
Possibly. There's something...
5 names. The Keepers, and who else?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower...
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet,
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize.